Hands on each other, couldn't stand to be far apart. Closer the better. Now we're picking fights and slamming doors, magnifying all our flaws, and I wonder why.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like.
You can't go out anymore.
Low key and staying candid, reflect on all the things I try.
Julian was a place where we met friends at the winery, got a little lost, met more friends, and we pretty much spent the night in the car next to the cemetery. While surrounded by the vast landscapes of Julian, we couldn't help but notice the vast amount of trees as well. No tree cutters, no arborists, but a lot of trees. And although there are tree cutting crew here, we weren't on the lookout for that. We were more captivated by the sights. Before we stopped off at the Volcan Mountain Winery, we did go to Rouse. We got some cheese, and I got a fish sandwich, which I ate on the way next to a comic book store. The Volcan Mountain Winery is known for its apple orchards. In the winery, there is a pleasant atmosphere, warm and inviting.
Okay, so when I go in there, linger on your tongue. You can't just drink it straight up.
Berries from the stems.
The stem. Oh, okay.
Because grapes are in a bunch on a stem.
Right.
It'll take all the berries off that stem.
There was even a guy who gave us a tour, told us more about the winery process, and told us more about how different variations of oak give flavor to the wine.
This is basically an apple orchard, and we only have a tiny vineyard. And the oak in the barrels, if you look, there's new barrels. Well, every batch has some newer barrels, some older barrels.
The grapes are imported from different spots in California, and there is a description on each wine bottle according to the wine. Oh, amazing. We even got a couple of complimentary bottles. What we thought.
Legendary, man.
And no matter where you're coming from and how you get there, one place you have to visit in Julian is Main Street. From its cozy shops and inviting atmosphere, Main Street has a lot to offer. There was even a dog hanging out who was waiting for its owner, whom I felt sorry for, because that dog definitely wanted to join in all the fun. Warm pies on display in the windows, festive gift shops, stores, restaurants, and more. This place has a lot to offer. While my buddy and I spent the night in the car, we didn't bother looking for a hotel. We were more inclined to visit a shop. This shop in particular was pretty interesting because not only could you buy apparel here and other convenience store items, but there were also grocery aisles, fresh foods, frozen foods, and a souvenir shop upstairs. There were even some items and collectibles that could possibly qualify as vintage. Man, how time flies. And if you missed the opportunity to buy yourself an apple cider in Julian, you could end up like this guy. It was a good tasting cider. And boy was it angelic. Oh, we did mention pie, didn't we? The Julian Cafe offers pie, coffee, cider, and other menu items. I even checked out the back and see what the chefs and other people were up to. The Volcan Mountain Winery was kind enough to give us complimentary bottles to take home. But aside from that, I also took home a pie and black coffee craving. Julian wine from Volcan Mountain. Julian, California wine. Just gonna some wine, some cheese, and I am gonna treat myself to pie. So, of course, the bottle of wine was enjoyed by me and my fam. At the end of the journey, we enjoyed a hike. The hike had a lot of nice views, and Julian was a pretty neat place to go. But by the end of the trip, I was happy just to get some shut-eye.